Completing a gravel vac of the blackworm culture and cutting many of the blackworms in half with a razor blade does appear to be the way to go. A mere 4 days later, the worms seem to have recovered and are regenerating. Here you can see them congregating about bits of algae wafer and fuvol bug bites. Culturing blackworms can be a lot of work. The culture can go south very quickly when feeding them fish foods. You can keep them going on brown paper, and I have bits of that in the culture, but to increase the yield, it's necessary to keep them fed. Here's a look at my Chlorella vulgaris. That's green water culture. As you can see, it's quite dark. Whenever I remove some green water, I replace it with the chlorinated water and add a bit of pulverized osmocote and a tiny pinch of sodium chloride. I keep the jar in a window, and I have lamps on timers to add extra photons to keep the culture going. It's very easy to culture green water indoors. Culturing Daphnia magna on green water is the best way to go. You can keep them alive with spirulina powder and yeast in solution, but even keeping that in the refrigerator, it spoils very quickly, and it's not all that nutritious, so you don't get the explosion of Daphnia that you do with green water. Now you can see that the Daphnia culture has just a slight green tint to it. At first I overdid it with the green water, and I found that even if you add aeration, many of the Daphnia will expire if you have too much Chlorella vulgaris in your culture. So with experience, you can get better at culturing the Daphnia with green water.